At Brooks, I have the pleasure of being the Executive Director of Community Health. And so I have oversight into the foundation. I also have oversight into the ways that we can better our community. How can we make Jacksonville better? And that's our partnership with Volunteers in Medicine. But how do we make our community of those with differing abilities better? At Brooks, we provide 7 low or no cost services to the community. Whether you were a Brooks patient once or never, you have the same opportunity to come out and continue your rehabilitation beyond what happens within the doctor's office or the clinic.
I mean, we're so proud of her. We are pleased that she's turned into the young lady that she is, and she's an inspiration to myself, to my wife, to her sister, to her nieces and nephews, and I'm sure to her children also.
So I brought along my dad, probably one of the first guys who ever loved me, and he's just special. So, you know, he's your biggest cheerleader. He's also there to tell you when you've maybe have to make difficult decisions, and walks through those with you, and it's been one that has been impactful in my career the entire time.
When she was 6 months old, she developed a meningitis, and she wound up in intensive care in Baptist Hospital here, and we came real close to losing her. So she's, for my wife and I, she's our little miracle baby. She came through it, and she grew up to be a wonderful woman, mother, daughter. She was a good student. She did not give me the gray hair I have, but she tried to.
When I left professional sports, I went to go work for the group that saved his life. And he had cancer, and I felt that it was my desire to give back to that group for saving my dad's life. The reason that I got into sports to start with was some of my fondest memories come from going to the racetrack with my dad. I remember being young and in grade school, and my dad looking at me and he says, "Jess, do you want to go to the racetrack or do you want to go to school?" And I said, "Well, I want to go to the racetrack." And so I remember him picking up the phone and calling the school nurse and saying, "Jessica's sick today, she won't be in." And he hung up the phone and he said, "It's just a little white lie."
Well, she probably shouldn't have said that, but I don't think the teachers will come back on me now. She loved school, she was a good student, but she didn't mind going along to the racetrack either.
I love sweets. I love to bake. I love really anything with sugar. I do have a secret. At Thanksgiving, I'm always asked to make the apple pie, and I bake it in a brown bag. And I found that just through experimenting with my love of sweets. Kids touch my heart unlike anything else. I've coached middle schoolers, which is a hard age. They would say, "Coach Jesse, do you remember what life was like when you had a cell phone when you were a kid?" And I said, "I didn't have a cell phone when I was a kid. I had to use that thing that was attached to the wall with a long rope." Yes, Ryan Murphy and Caleb Dressel were both 2 of my middle school swimmers. So I guess I have a few gold medals to my name, but certainly I was not the only person in their career. Great kids, and I still call them kids, but they're not kids anymore. I would hope that at some point, Volunteers in Medicine isn't a best-kept secret. This amazing resource that is within our community, taking care of those that wouldn't otherwise be taken care of.